Hello everyone, welcome back to Etc. And today we have a brand new Star Wars build tutorial. And today we have the Trident class assault ship. And may I say, this is one of the freakiest starships in Star Wars, in my opinion at least, as it is based off of a real life squid. If you haven't exactly noticed, squids are quite terrifying, at least for me. They live in the deep dark down of the ocean, and they have like tentacles and whatnot, and like, the Kraken, and they all have these scary stories around them. I'm a wimp if you haven't noticed. But they are quite creepy. And to have a starship with a bunch of guns slapped onto the side of it, and then having it with its beak becoming a literal drill that opens up to deploy droids, well, that's just going on an entirely another level. And that just makes the ship extremely freaky, but at the same time, super cool. And it's probably up there in one of my top 10 favorite Star Wars ships, as it's just such an odd concept, but it's so cool at the same time, and terrifying. But, let me just say a few things before we get into the tutorial. Do not look at that. And leave a comment down below for what tutorials you guys want to see next from Star Wars. Because I am running out of ideas very fast, and it would be very nice if you guys could leave comments down below so I don't run out of ideas. But, nevertheless, why don't we get into the tutorial? Actually, surprisingly, that was a lie. I would like to give a big shout out to Beyond the Mind, a fellow YouTube channel that does Star Wars, Pokemon, superhero stuff, and basically they helped me out, build some of these builds, basically, and most notably the Dreadnought here, which took quite a while. It took like an entire real life day in creative just to plan this out and everything. And he was one of the guys who helped me out with, building this monstrosity. And just absolutely amazing. Totally helped me out there. Same thing with the temple, definitely helped me out there. So, huge shout out to him. Go check him out and just subscribe, leave a like down there. The link will be down in the description. Just show some love to him. He's not exactly the largest YouTuber in the world, but hopefully we can get him a few more subs. But nevertheless, let's get into the tutorial, shall we? So, F3 and N over here, go into spec, and zooming over to the big black tutorial box. And here we have the exact replica of the Trident-Class assault ship. But starting off the tutorial here, some of the main blocks we will be using is light gray terracotta, orange terracotta. Both two blocks I do not use very often, but this is a much different kind of ship, I guess. So, I mean, it kind of warrants it. And then quite a bit of black concrete and yellow stained glass, along with some light gray concrete as well, along with some other bits and bobs here, but we'll get to those once we come to it. So, getting into the actual tutorial, here we will start off with the front here. I believe on an actual squid it's called the mantle, but this is where the cockpit is, and, where the troops are stored, I guess. So, yeah, we will start off here, even though this does look kind of more like a beak than the actual beak, because the beak is a drill. With biology aside, The front of the mantle goes with the light gray terracotta 1, 2 blocks, then diagonally upwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then diagonally upwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then diagonally upwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this part will come after. So it goes 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then diagonally upwards 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, just like so. Starting to worry if we have enough space here. That could be a problem. And then it is the exact same thing on the bottom, 2, 5, 5, 7. With a 1 block gap in the middle, mind you. So, boom, and then boom. Punch that out, and then 2. And exact same thing, just going downwards instead. So, just like so. Oops, 1 block missing. So, just like so, and this is the basic outline of the cockpit mantle of the Trident-Class assault ship. And then in the center here, 2 blocks back from the tippy tip there, is 1, 2, 3 blocks of black concrete, then yellow stained glass, then 2 black concrete, then yellow stained glass, 2 black concrete, then yellow stained glass. So, just like so. So in the middle here, in where these 2 parts meet, 1, 2, 3, then yellow stained glass, then 1, 2, yellow stained glass, then 1, 2, and yellow stained glass. And that's kind of the center line, I guess. I don't know the schematics of these ships too well. I don't do too much research into the ships, which I totally probably should, but whatever. Extending the mantle part here on both sides, going up here, basically diagonally outwards from the center line is the orange terracotta, and it goes back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Goes back all the way, I guess. Goes back to the yellow stained glass. So if we just take this the length of the way to the last yellow stained glass, we should be good here. So just like that, and then the exact same thing on the other side, as this ship is precisely symmetrical both vertically and horizontally. So just like this will be the shape. And then in the center here, right underneath the second 5 long of the light gray concrete, go right underneath and then fill it in with the orange terracotta. I keep on wanting to say concrete, it's terracotta. So here is the front. Now we can get into the big cockpit. Similar on the bottom here, as it just goes all the way across, 1 block up from the, or down here, from the edge, is what I'll be calling this. So, in a similar fashion to right here. And then, another diagonal, this goes diagonal, I don't know, horizontally, vertically, whatever. It just goes diagonal. And then it's still 1 more block out, and then just kind of continues on the edge. Better representation would be place a block here, place a block on this side, and then bring it all the way back. Same thing on this side, and then on the top. So, boom. Whoops. Just like so, and then just like so. Now, we can put in the eye, or what is essentially the cockpit, but it's basically the eye. I mean, it is just a squid robot. It's an eye, which makes it even more freakier. But, here we can do the basic outline, the very, very basic outline, with the black concrete of the eye here. I'm trying to get a wee bit of a gauge, because built this a decent while ago that I don't remember it fully. Alright. So, here, more orange terracotta. Bring this out diagonally one more block, and then all the way back on each side, and on top and bottom. So if you don't see here, just one block, and then diagonally outwards. It's basically diagonally downwards from this row here, and then boom, and then same thing here. Now, for the actual eye part, it's 2, diagonal, 2, diagonal, 2, to make this plus sign shape with the yellow stained glass. But hopefully I can do this right. This is a big hopefully. So 2 blocks from the end here, 2 blocks of black concrete, not replacing the row, but just on it. And then here we will have a diagonal, breaking the block, and then actually putting it in. Yep, I'm right about that. And then up 2, breaking that block there. Then diagonal 2, and same thing on this side. Boom, boom. And then here. And then just knock out the excess orange terracotta inside. So this is the general eye shape, cockpit shape, if we're going full on Star Wars, but I keep on thinking of this as a squid, and I'm pretty sure I messed that up. Boom, boom, like so. No, I didn't. Boom, 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 boom. Sorry about that. Boom, and then diagonal here as well, taking out the orange terracotta. And then, in the middle here, we will throw in some yellow stained glass. So just kind of line the, black concrete with the yellow stained glass. Just have it on the same elevation. I believe it's just, on the same Z-axis. How about that? Just make sure that where you're placing the yellow concrete is on the same Z-axis of the black concrete. So, that is the majority of the mantle done. Now we have the spinny rotating mechanism that, has the drill go burr, and then the arms twirl round and round, as seen in the Clone Wars in the Battle of Mon Calamari. It makes this giant whirlpool with its spinning arms, so this is kind of what this light gray disc represents. But, just fill in the back with black concrete, and I noticed these holes here, and just fill it in with the orange terracotta, so boom boom. And the back here will be filled in with some just kind of filler black concrete, as I'm assuming nobody's actually going to build the interior of this, but if you do, I guess leave that empty, so you can somehow enter the ship. But here are the actual spinny spin mechanism axle thing. Will be a plus sign shape, and then go 1, 2 blocks from the top, and then it's a 3x3 with diagonals as a circle. Let me show you what I mean. So, plus sign shape. From the center, this is the center block, and then just this plus sign shape. And then out one more block, and then 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Wait a second. Yeah, 1, 2. Double checking there. So 1, 2, and then it's, whoa, lag. 1, 2, and then it's 3 blocks wide, and then diagonal, and then 1, 2, 3 blocks going down, and then diagonally inwards. Remove that, and then lag. I'm so sorry. Diagonal, and then 1, 2, 3, and then final diagonal. And then just fill in all this with gray concrete. So just like so. Oh my gosh, this is so laggy. I'm not exactly running this on my own server, and my Wi-Fi is not the best, so bit of a lag issue, I must say. Even though I'm literally the only one online. Oh, signal strength's not that bad. But with that out of the way, here we have these hinges that connects the mantle to the rotating disc. And they are the same light gray terracotta. And quite simple, really. As it just goes 2 blocks outwards, and it's 3 blocks wide, so boom, boom. And just line the 2 sides. And then boom, boom, boom. And same thing here, 2 blocks, and then 3 blocks wide. So, like so, and that is the spinny disc axle part. Now, onto the drill. So, this is the same similar shape, except it's a technically 5x5 square with its corners missing. So, it's more circular, I guess. I call it a 3x3 with its corners missing, but it's technically a 5x5 because it's a 5x5 square if you put in the corners. Then you remove its corners, and then it's only 3 blocks wide. Whatever. But it's a 5x5 with its corners missing, or a 3x3 with its corners missing. Of the orange terracotta, and I did not look where I actually placed it. So, 1 block down from the top of the disc. So, right here. And it is a 3x3 with its corners missing. So, this shape here. So, this shape here. And then it comes out 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks. I must say I keep on looking back at my original build because I built this about 2 weeks ago, So 4 blocks outwards, just like so. Boom, boom. And then it is the same thing on all sides. And then next up we have some yellow terracotta action, as these are the little drill serrated edges that, you know, help the drilling go drill. I'm sorry for that awful explanation. That's the only thing I could think of. But they just go in the middle and on top of the 3x3 with its corners missing drill bit. And here in the center, it's an actual 3x3 rectangular prism. See, look, geometry helping me out there. And it's the 4 blocks long as well. And this plus sign shape, technically a 3x3 with its corners missing, but then that gets all confusing. So it's just a plus sign shape, 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then just 1x1 by 3 blocks. So I know that was a lot, but look at what I do, not what I say. So 1, 2, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is just a square. As I say, it's filling in the 3x3 with its corners missing part. I don't know exactly what to call it, but now plus sign that is 3 blocks long, 2, 3, and then just the center that is 3 blocks long as well. I may not have room for the tentacles. This is cutting it mighty fine. And then here is the yellow terracotta, and it just goes all the way along top in the middle, and then 1 block downwards. Same thing on this side, 1 block inwards, boom, 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 and then boom, 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 and then boom. So this is the actual drill part of the ship. I keep on wanting to say squid. Now we get into the tentacles, which make this thing even freakier, as it literally has tentacles, which are pretty unnecessary, except for gripping onto massive Camino structures. It's almost as if they were designed that way. But the tentacles are fairly simple, as it is 3 blocks wide, and then 2 blocks of orange terracotta, 1 of black concrete, and then diagonally same thing, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the orange terracotta with the Achacha trapdoors. It is pronounced Achacha on either side, and these 1x1s that we will come back to later. We will just do the thick parts first, as we may run out of space here. So, diagonally upwards here is, should be orange terracotta, 3 blocks wide, and then 1, 2 blocks back, and then black concrete, diagonally upwards, 1, 2, 3, and then 2 blocks back, and the black concrete, and then this is diagonally upwards, 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you just bring this all the way back. And then here we have the Achacha trapdoors lining the sides. Make sure the little flap, this notch thing, is facing towards the bottom, as these are just kind of little bits of detail, but make sure they're all facing the same way. It does not matter which way they're really facing, but make sure they're all facing the same way, because otherwise it could look odd. Let's go with that. Now, further on with the tentacle, the skinny part, it goes black concrete, and then 3 blocks back with the orange concrete, then another diagonally upwards, and black concrete, 2 orange, black concrete, 2 orange, and then a diagonal of 1 orange terracotta, and 1 of the black concrete. So let's see if I remember all that. So diagonal black concrete upwards, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then, hold up, let me Optifine zoom in here. Goes black concrete once more, and then 1, 2, black concrete, and then 1, 2, and then, 1, 2, and then diagonally upwards, 1, and then the black concrete, and it will be 1, 2, 3. Wow, we are cutting it razor thin here with the, space. I did not know the ship would be so long. If so, I would have turned it. Doesn't matter too much. And I just noticed that these En-RODs got messed up in the world conversion from Bedrock to Java. Doesn't matter too much. But, as you see, I elongated it 1, 2, 3 blocks with the orange terracotta here to make for the stabby, jab, tentacle and sizer bits. That was a very long-winded way of saying the tips. And they use polished granite slabs, polished granite stairs, and don't have to use the polished granite blocks, as I can just use the 2 granite slabs. But on the very end, for a normal facing granite stair, and then polished granite slab, and then granite stair, and then 2 granite slabs together, or just a granite block, and then granite stair on top. And the exact same thing, just upside down. Make sure it's facing the same direction. Made that mistake before. And then just like so, and here we have the stabby bit. Now, I would leave the tutorial here, as the rest of the tentacles are nearly the same, but I will show you how to do the horizontal tentacle, as it does get a wee bit confusing, I guess, trying to flip the entire thing horizontal, and you can't really world edit it too well. So, it's basically the exact same lengths and whatnot, just going horizontal. So, same thing here, just going horizontal. So outwards this way, 1, 2, and then black concrete, and then this goes boom, oops, lag, boom, 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 boom. Now it's 3 blocks vertical, 3 blocks horizontal, with 2 blocks of the orange terracotta horizontal, and then 1 of the black concrete. And same thing here, boom, boom, boom. Basically, horizontal and vertical just get flipped. It's kind of like a rotation in maths, if you know what I mean. And same thing here. with the 5 blocks long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here it gets a wee bit different, as the Achacha trapdoors are placed in the middle here instead, as there's no real edge. But these tentacles can really gimbal and, you know, twist and contort any way they so choose, so doesn't matter too much. I mean, not in Minecraft, of course, but in, you know, Star Wars. But, diagonally again with the black concrete, almost said black terracotta. Keep on mixing those up, and then 1, 2, 3 with the orange terracotta, and then black concrete, and then 2 orange terracotta, black concrete, 2 orange terracotta, and then here it gets a wee bit more confusing. Horizontally diagonal with the orange terracotta. Oh my gosh, lag. Black concrete, and then 1, 2, 3 with the orange terracotta. And just the same simple, I guess, shape for the tentacles. So, boom, boom, and boom. So, that is basically it. You can just world edit, you know, this tentacle, do / copy, and then / rotate 0, 0, 180, and then / paste it down here. Or if you don't have world edit, just literally do the same thing, but instead of going diagonally upwards, go diagonally downwards. Pretty self-explanatory. And same thing here on this tentacle. Instead of going diagonally outwards right, go diagonally outwards left. It's pretty simple. Well, there goes the granite slab, and it just disappeared. But, hopefully you enjoyed. Leave a like down below if you did, and please consider subscribing if you want to see more tutorials of Star Wars, space, whatever. And leave a comment down below, as I said in the intro, for more Star Wars tutorials that you guys would like to see, because I'm running out of ideas very quick. And make sure to go check out Beyond the Mind, as just do it. You don't need a reason, just do it. But that is it for now. Signing off for now. Goodbye.